I watched this incredible show a couple nights ago, and it was about um, women that were infertile
Yeah.
and all the things that they went through. It was called One More Shot. And I mean, and I sat there and I watched it and I'm wondering, why am I watching it? Because I am, long past, fertility age. But it was, I watched it because I love learning and I learned about what you're talking about, IVF and, you know, listen, there is a woman there that did the documentary that went through so many painful experiences. And then she went and she found a group of women that went through the same kind of experiences. And they talked about how, IVF treatments, some people spent $250,000, some spent 81, some spent up 100. And as soon as you started talking about infertility, I said to myself, that's why you watched it. Because you can actually give something intelligence to this conversation. But it's
Well, let me give
interesting.
you,
Yeah.
if I may give you an example. In
Mm-hmm.
the Journal of the American Medical Association, they published a study recently looking at couples going to assisted fertility centers on this topic that you're referring to. And the editors of the journal wrote a comment. They said, "This is an elegant study using sophisticated biomarkers to demonstrate their point." Now, the editors of the journal, the American Medical Association, don't say that very often. That they don't give a stamp of approval to a study like that, but they did. And I thought, oh, okay, so I really can't question the validity of this study. I need to read this one. And it came from Harvard,
Mm-hmm.
and they ruled out all of the known risk factors for getting pregnant, successful implantation at an assisted fertility center. And as you may know, these couples are spending tens of thousands of dollars
Yeah,
trying
I
to get
just I
pregnant.
just give you
Right?
some numbers. I thought it was 30 grand. Some people, because they do it over and over again because it's really doesn't really work. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of stress, a lot of stress.
Yes.
So they ruled out the known factors that determine success or failure, like cigarette smoking, alcohol consumption, obesity, not having enough weight, socioeconomic class, race. They ruled out all of these factors and they looked at one thing and one thing only. And they did it in such an elegant way, apparently. I'm not a statistician, but they are. And they got the stamp of approval. They looked at how many servings of fruits and vegetables is the woman eating
Wow.
a day.
Wow.
And we all know the more
That's
fruits and
big.
vegetables, the
Yes.
better.
Yes.
No, no, that was not the case. They divided the women into fourths, the lowest number of servings per day, the next, the third, and the highest number of servings of fruits and vegetables per day. And those women in the highest category of fruits and vegetables per day, excuse me, compared to the women in the lowest category, those in the highest category had 18% less likelihood of successful implantation.